Hi kids, in today's class we are going to talk about
Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
yes, we are going to see a few words and expressions to try to understand this whole situation, okay? So stay tuned, take notes, and here we go. The first word today is going to be the word health. What is health? Well, health is the condition of your body or your mind. And we are going to use this word with two verbs, the verb be or the verb have, usually. So we can say, I am in good health or I have good health. The opposite of good health is not really bad health. We are going to use the word poor. I am in poor health or I have poor health, okay? Our second word is disease. What is disease? Well, disease is a health problem usually caused by an infection. So, as examples of disease we have measles, chickenpox, the flu, and many others, okay? Now it's time for us to understand the disease itself and what causes it. Well, coronavirus is not really a new virus. It was discovered in 1969, a long time ago. Back then, the virus didn't really affect people. It was more related to some wild animals, such as bats. But in 2003, scientists discovered that the coronavirus was really affecting people. It wasn't the same coronavirus they found in 1969. It was a different strain of the virus. Wait, strain. What is it? A strain is a new version of the virus. It's the same virus, but because of evolution, because of mutation, because of adaptation, it's a little bit different now. So in 2003, the virus was causing a severe acute respiratory syndrome. And then we have SARS. So SARS coronavirus. So that was the name of the virus, this new strain, SARS coronavirus, okay? And now we're gonna fast forward to December last year. So last year, at the end of the year, it was found a new strain of the virus, the same virus which caused severe acute respiratory syndrome. But this time it was different. It was not exactly the same virus. So the virus was named SARS coronavirus 2. And that's why people are saying this is a new coronavirus. But the technical term here is not really new coronavirus. They say novel coronavirus. Okay, so we have strain, a new strain, and because of this new strain, we have a novel coronavirus. Novel, okay? It's the same as new. Well, now it's time for us to understand the situation. Well, the outbreak of the disease started in China. Outbreak, what is it? Outbreak means a sudden start. When something starts and nobody is really expecting it. It's like a surprise start. So it started in China, and back in China it was an epidemic. Well, epidemic or pandemic, what's the difference? Well, the difference is on how it spreads. And again, spread, it's a very important word. Spread is a verb, and it means to go everywhere. For example, a very stupid example actually. In the morning when you're having your breakfast, you have your bread, your toast, and then you get butter and you spread the butter on the toast. So this is a spread. So if the virus or disease spreads more locally, we call it an epidemic, you know. But when it affects a whole country or the whole world, we call it a pandemic. So outbreak, when it starts and nobody's expecting, is spread to go everywhere. Epidemic is more local, and pandemic is global or in the whole country, okay? Now we have a pandemic. And who is going to support all the countries? Who is going to coordinate the actions to fight the virus? Well, there is one organization that is responsible for this kind of support. It's called the World Health Organization, or simply WHO. Well, this organization is trying to help countries to decide which is going to be the best strategy to fight the virus. Some people thought that one of the best strategies would be the herd community approach. Approach means strategy. Herd is like a group of animals like sheep and cows, the herd. But this approach is not really effective because, well, people are going to be exposed to the virus, they are going to become immune, but among these people, there are some people who can't just get the virus. They may die if they do so. The official World Health Organization recommendation was social distancing. Social distancing, which means to be away, to be apart from each other, okay? And we can do this in two different ways. The first is self-isolating. Self-isolating is when I decide to get isolated, so I go home and I don't talk to nobody, don't leave my house, because I've been exposed or because I've got some symptoms. So this is the self-isolation when I decide to be home. But sometimes the government can make you stay in your house, right? They say, don't leave home, stay there. So this is called quarantine. So right now in some parts of Brazil, we are living under this quarantine, right? So quarantine is a system in which you have to be isolated. It's not because you want to, it's because somebody told you to. And even though quarantine sucks a lot, it's really important for us to stay home because we need to flatten the curve. Flatten the curve. What is it? Well, flatten is a verb and it comes from the word flat, the adjective flat. Let's imagine a surface. If there is no elevation or depressions, it's flat, okay? And curve, you know, Portuguese is pretty much the same, right? So we need to flatten the curve of the number of people infected by the viruses, okay? So you stay home and then you flatten the curve. The number of infections will decrease over time, and then we're gonna flatten the curve, and that's it. So in summary, we've been discussing health and disease. We know there's a new strain of the coronavirus, the novel coronavirus, and since its outbreak, what was a simple epidemic in China has become a global pandemic. And in order to flatten the curve, the World Health Organization has been suggesting social distancing through self-isolation or quarantine. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed your class. I hope you're taking your notes because those words are going to be tested. Stay tuned, stay safe, stay home. Bye bye kids, see you.